Welcome again to the Geelong Regional Footy Show. No, I am not Wes Cuthworth. I am his big baby brother, Little Dick Philpott, and we've got some great blokes here talking about local footy. And of course, it is finals action this weekend. It's hard to believe it's come around so quick out of Buckley Park, or commonly known as St Albans Footy Ground, where on Saturday we'll see the qualifying final between the Bannockburn Tigers and the Belpo Steel Panthers. And of course on Sunday, a replay of last year's elimination final. The Tommy Tigers take on the North Geelong Magpies. Now, before we talk about those games, let's just have a look about the season that we've just had. And off air we were talking about, I'll start with you, Alex, with the best sides that didn't make the finals this year. Who was stiff?
Look, honourable mention will go to Winchelsea. They had a draw.
You're really sucking up Winchelsea.
Honourable mention. You got about another 3 games lost by a kick. But then Geelong West, of course, they lost 4 games by a kick. And had they got the extra 16 premiership points, I think they would have been 2 games ahead of Thompson on the ladder. So
no, North Geelong were 5th, Alex. Didn't you realise that Thompson were 4th?
Yeah,
North Geelong were 5th. They would have finished in front of North Geelong, not Thompson.
Or both. Hang on. This is from 2003.
But like I'm going to say, they would have went in and North Geelong would have went out. Thompson still would have been in the 5, mate.
That's what I'm saying.
Says here, Anarchy finished.
Just because you're a Winchelsea fan now,
I'm talking about Geelong West. I'm talking about Geelong West.
What's going on there?
You love them out there. What happened out there?
I'm talking about Geelong West. I have been for the last
minute. You're not working with Hayes Winkler or anything, are you? Because they're the major sponsor out there.
So that's to answer that question.
That's like real estate in Winchelsea.
Where do we see the bottom teams going? Because, Belmont, we were talking... Well, they were in the finals 2 weeks ago.
They're going on their footy trips next week because there's nothing else happening.
Werribee was in the finals 4 years ago, and Corio, it's been a while.
Look, in all honesty, I don't think any of those sides from West Geelong down, I don't think there's a great deal of difference, to be quite truthful. The top 3 sides are dominant, there's no doubt about that. But I don't think I think there's only a couple of players difference in all of those sides. Like East Geelong were probably disappointing. Corio probably thought they'd go a little bit better, but they didn't, but that's okay. They're on the rebuild. They've got a lot of young players out there. Winchelsea, I think, aren't far away, and if they get a couple of players from Grovedale, as the Jungle Drums are beating, they'll be right up there. We read the Geelong Advertiser.
Kylie Fish has done a great job out of it,
Fantastic job.
A new breath of fresh air.
And one thing Kylie will do, she'll be strong enough to stick to the rules.
She won't take any crap.
No. She's fantastic.
Saw a Facebook post the other day. She doesn't take no crap from nobody.
She was fantastic.
On you, Kylie, love you.
Yeah, we all love you, Kyles.
Oh yeah.
But the reality around it is, I think a couple of players can make a big difference to any side, including the 4th and 5th side as well.
Yep.
You look at Werribee Centrals. There's a lot of discussion around their coach. Coaching appointments will be interesting. And is it
Rumours?
Well, Perrott,
here we go.
East Geelong, is he?
Tommy Perrott.
Tommy Perrott, is he?
There's one name. I also heard Jeremy Power.
Jeremy Power.
Interleague connection.
Sorry, Jeremy Power.
I'm only answering the rumour. I don't have anything on the
that's. I think
we would never spread rumours on this show.
I think that rumour's fairly strong, Jeremy Power. But they've also got a couple of players from up in Melbourne. I'm led to believe that may be coming down next year. It looks like Werribee's going out on the hunt. I know Thompson's certainly looking around, and North Geelong would be no doubt looking around.
What have you heard?
Well,
what's Doggy Ryan done wrong?
What's going on
not
here?
for coach.
Oh, okay.
No, I meant for
new players, yeah, absolutely.
For new players. Winchelsea aren't far away, I don't think. No. I think they're not far away. So, look, it all goes well for next year, but really, we've got to talk about this year, haven't we?
We do, okay.
Where we've got to go.
Look, right before we go on the top 5 teams, like I was on the panel with you guys 2 years ago, and every week...
You're only 12 then, by the way.
We'd always skip over those 200-point games. I think we had a total of about 3 of those all of this year, and we had about 7, 8 games decided by 3 points or less. So
I can tell you right here and now, if you look at the point differential between the sides in the GFL and the GDFL and the Ballerine, the GDFL scores are closer than certainly the GFL at different times of the year, because I did that on the radio show. And there is no doubt that...
hashtag giddy up it is.
Hashtag giddy up.
9 o'clock Saturday morning.
94.7 the Pulse.
Saturday morning,
Saturday morning, not Sunday.
Sorry.
Yeah, so they can watch this. They can watch this and then turn the radio on straight after. How good is this?
Riveting radio. Riveting radio.
radio.
All right, now we've got a little time. We're running out of time a little bit. Let's talk about the game on Saturday. Qualifying final. It is between the Belpost Hill Panthers and the Bannockburn Tigers. Now, Belpost Hill Panthers normally are sitting on top of the tree. They're a little bit of a dark horse or a dark panther this year. They're coming along very, very nicely. Mitch, are they going to be the real deal again?
Look, I'm sure.
About their ninth in a row or something?
I'm sure they are. They come from third last year and won it. They're in the same position as what they were last year. I'm going to pick Bannockburn simply because, look, Cam Addy worries me. If Cam Addy's out, I think that's a huge loss for Belpost Hill. But look, they are the consummate professionals, Belpost Hill. You can't say anything but and have the utmost respect for that side because they don't never change the way they play. They're disciplined and they're a great side. And their form over a number of weeks has been absolutely fantastic. They're built through the year. But I look back to, I think it was round 16, Alex, when Bannockburn played Belpost Hill and really got hold of them a little bit, beat them reasonably comfortably. I know the game earlier in the year, about round 5, I think Belpost Hill might have just got over Bannockburn by 5 or 6 points. I'm not quite sure of the score. But I think from the big ground, it will be interesting. I believe Bannockburn and Inverleigh have got a massive opportunity now. And on that big ground, if they can control the football and kick to their key forwards, they're a big side, I think they may get over the line.
Alex.
Look, Cam Addy in or out, I still think probably 4 of the best 6 defenders in the league probably play for Belpost Hill. So that's what I have to say for that statement. As for how they match up, Bannockburn will be without Brad Watt, so that's a key midfielder there. Bannockburn do a great job shutting down Jaden Ettridge. Jamie Van Ingham usually keeps him goalless, but outside of that, I just can't see the Tigers toppling the Panthers.
Yeah. You wouldn't think that on that big ground that they could Bannockburn can separate the defence of Belpost Hill, and I firmly believe that Bannockburn's defence is the best in the league.
Okay.
Firmly believe it's the best in the league.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go for the Belpost Hill Panthers too because I just got a feeling they're fine-tuning themselves up very, very nicely. We're going to take another short break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the big clash that was a dead rubber last Saturday out at the Thompson Thunderdome out of Godfrey Street, and we're going to talk about them as well. And we'll also have a quick chat and see who we think might win the Neville Whitley medal, which is next week, and also the Ivan Tansing medal.
Okay.
Don't say anything about that either.
No.
We'll be back right after this.